Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail, always showing up, showing your girl some love. We're going to be talking about some amazing Boozy Gourmand fragrances today. My favorite category of fragrances are gourmands. So adding a boozy note or an alcohol note on top of that, liquor, rum, cognac, vodka, you know, whatever it may be, just makes it like the icing on the cake, y'all. These fragrances are all amazing for fall, winter, and I absolutely love every single one of them. Excuse my voice, it's a little hoarse. So I hope you are subscribed to this channel. Come and join the YouTube family. Y'all follow me over on Instagram. We just have a lot of fun over there. So the very first one we're going to talk about today in the lineup is by the House of Bodacious, and it's Bodacious and it's Bodacious, y'all. This fragrance is exclusive to Selfridges and I absolutely love it. In here, the bottle is gorgeous. You have the best cognac, rum, cloves, cinnamon. You have some heliotrope that makes it a little powdery. Y'all, this is such an amazing fragrance. There's a beautiful note of ambrette. There's cloves, there's sandalwood, there's almond in here. It's such a lovely gourmandish leaning fragrance. I love this fragrance more than Duchessa Greedy. I have Duchessa Greedy as well. I love it more than Tom Ford's Lost Cherry because of the added, like, it's a little more boozy than Lost Cherry. You get a little more almond. This fragrance is so sophisticated and luxurious, and I'm loving it. Now, I do love all of those that I mentioned, but this one is just such an amazing scent. It gives you all of it without, you know, making it over the top, y'all. It's such a sexy, gourmandish leaning fragrance as well. So get into it, y'all. I don't know where you can buy samples, but they do sell it at Selfridges, and it's an exclusive. To me, this fragrance is a amazing blind buy. If you love a good cherry almond note, a good cherry almond, tobacco, and boozy note, because it does have a smokiness to it as well, but I'm absolutely loving it. And this is by the House of Bodacious, and this is Bodacious. The Bodacious the Victorious, and this is Bodacious. So the next one we're going to get into is one of my booziest of them all, and this is Plum N Cognac, and this is by Scent of Woods. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is my favorite from the house. There's a boozy cognac in here. There's plum in here. There's vetiver. There's vanilla in here. It's just such a stunning fragrance. It's very rich. It's sweet. It's resinous. It lasts for days on your clothes. On skin, it's so gorgeous, you guys. I love this fragrance. My favorite, this is Plum N Cognac. Get your nose on it. Definitely unisex, but you gotta like a sweet plum, a sweet, decadent, rich plum. It smells like a stewed plum with a boozy note on top of it. Slightly woody in the dry down. The vetiver just helps with the brightness of the fragrance, y'all. This is gorgeous. Get your nose on it, okay? That's all I gotta say. It's beautiful. All right, just FYI, a little bit of a side note. I recently did a warm, spicy vanilla fragrances for the fall, winter, and I forgot to add in one fragrance, and I want to let you guys know about this one because it's stunning. I don't know how, because this is my favorite fragrance, niche fragrance house, and this is by the House of Zerja. This is Ivory Root. I am absolutely loving Ivory Root for the fall, winter. It's woody, it's spicy, it's resinous, you guys. It's a beautiful, amazing, and stunning fragrance. A beautiful vanilla for the fall, and it lasts forever, you guys. So get your nose on this Ivory Root. That was a side note, and this belonged in the video, okay? Warm, spicy vanilla fragrances, sexy, warm, spicy vanilla fragrances for the fall. All right, the next one we're gonna get into is Cognac Cafe. This one has brown sugar, there's coffee, there's myrrh, there's cognac in here, there's sandalwood in here. It's such a boozy fragrance. Now, the only thing that's doesn't annoy me, but this fragrance only lasts about 6 hours, and I do have to spray heavy. I've only worn it twice, but it's been sitting for about a year now, so I think I'm gonna wear it, of course, and then spray it a little heavier and see if it gives me a little bit more of longevity and better performance, y'all. But it's such a beautiful scent, and this is by the House of Galleria Parfums. I think they are going out of business, so head over to that website and you know, maybe they have them, usually they're half price anyway. Maybe they'll have a very good deal on this fragrance since the house, unfortunately, is supposedly going out of business, y'all. Sometimes these houses go out of business and then they pop back up like months later. You know, I don't know why, but you know, they do. So anyway, Cognac Cafe is a light coffee scent. It's more of a vanilla boozy fragrance, a vanilla warm spicy boozy fragrance from the Meringue side, y'all. Get your nose on it. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is Dolce Diablo. All right, so this one, it's beautiful. I just featured this one in, actually, I didn't release it yet, but this one's going to be in my honey, best honey fragrance review, y'all. So there's honey in here. There's two types of apricots. There's a dried apricot, which gives it that sweetness. There's a realistic apricot, which gives it that like a warm fuzziness. You literally get the fuzziness. I get the fuzziness of the apricot from this fragrance. A realistic, fresh, juicy apricot on top of a boozy note, which gives you like a decadent chocolate. I think there's dark chocolate in here and regular chocolate in this fragrance. Also in here, there is sugar and there's vanilla as well. But y'all, the rum in here is beautiful, and this fragrance will be in my top 10 gourmands for life. That's for sure. I'm like completely in love and head over heels with this chocolatey apricot boozy fragrance. I'm absolutely loving it. And that honey is just like the icing on the cake, y'all. It's delicious. Get your nose on it, Dolce Diablo or Dulce Diablo. And this is by the House of Narcotica. You guys, leave me your favorite boozy gourmand down in the comments. Leave me your scent of the day. You know, chat with me. Let me get to know you, you know, as you get to know me, all right? All right, so the next one we're going to go with is one that is a newbie. And you guys are going to get sick of me talking about this, but this is such a lovely fragrance, you guys. And this is by the House of Kayali, okay? And this is Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. This, ooh, let me wipe that bottle off. It looked a little fingerprinty. So this is such a beautiful fragrance. There's a little bit of a dent in there if you can see it. I do get the patchouli in this fragrance, but it's not heavy. I like patchouli. There's a little bit of oud in the opening of this fragrance, and it dries down to a super soft, silky, oudy fragrance. This fragrance is very silky. It's not creamy. It's silky. It's luxurious. Like I said before, it feels like you're spraying just gold dust all over your body. It's luscious. Luscious and silky is what I'm getting from this fragrance. I do get the creme brulee in the opening. It's super sweet. It smells like the top of the creme brulee. You get that vanilla custardy smell on top of the vanilla 28 DNA, which I do get into this fragrance. But that crunchiness on the creme brulee, you know how they brown it? It's a little burnt, you know? That is what I get from the opening of this fragrance. And then it dries down to like more of a creamy, boozy, oudy creme brulee scent with a little bit of patchouli, y'all. Absolutely love it. Head over heels for it. Yeah, this is a contender with sweet diamond pink pepper, like I said. But I love this fragrance. I bought a backup bottle. It's stunning, y'all. Get your nose on this. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is Chocolate Ganache. Now, in Chocolate Ganache, this house closed and they opened and they closed and they opened again. So as of right now, I think they are currently open. This is such an amazing chocolate fragrance, y'all. Absolutely love it. So in here, you have your whipped cream, rum, vodka, you have regular chocolate, you have dark chocolate, you have sugar in here. This, I'm going to go ahead and spray this because I haven't sprayed it in a while, y'all. But it's such a boozy, nutty, it smells a little almondy as well. Boozy, nutty, rummy, whipped creamy chocolate fragrance, and I absolutely love it. This is by... what fragrance house is this by? Yeah, I can't even, it's by the House of Ganache, okay? And this is Chocolate Ganache, y'all. Get your nose on it, and it's actually on Fragrantica as well. You can Google the house and find them. I think they're still open, but get your nose on this fragrance. One of my most booziest chocolate fragrances, y'all. It's delicious. All right, the next one we're gonna talk about that I fell completely in love with. It's by the House of Killian, and this is Black Phantom. In Black Phantom, you have your rum in here, you have some almond in here, you have some vanilla in here, you have some chocolate in here. This is such a decadent gourmand fragrance. It's boozy in the opening, but dries down to almost like a chocolate brownie boozy scent, y'all. Absolutely love this fragrance. I bought it like this because I got an amazing deal. And then I have this in a decant, like a 10 ml decant that I take with me when I travel, or, you know, I sit it on the side and I spray that one, or I'll take that one wherever, y'all. But yeah, you don't actually have to buy the bottle. The bottles are stunning as well. You can buy these. I have a ton of fragrances. Excuse me, you can buy these and then just put them in decants that you can order on Amazon, y'all. I think I pretty much gave you all that is in this fragrance. Yeah. All right, so anyway, the next one is Notes Vanille by Mikalev in here. This is, you can wear this all year long, but it's the booze, the sweetness, the richness is a little heavy on this fragrance that it will definitely shine in the fall winter. So in here you have some mandarin. I think you have some bergamot in here as well. You have 2 different types of alcohol in here, which is rum and cognac. You have some amber, vanilla, and sandalwood, y'all. This is such a bright, uplifting in the opening. It's zesty as well. But it's definitely an amazing boozy vanilla fragrance. Sweet, but unisex as well, y'all. Get your nose on this. And this is Note Vanille by Martin Mikalev. My juice, when I initially purchased it, was like almost a clear yellowish color, but it has sat for over 2 years, y'all, and it is turned brown. It's super, super amazing. Definitely a boozy gourmand. Get your a vanillic boozy gourmand. Get your nose on it. All right, so the next one we're gonna talk about is, let's see, Gourmand Coquin. This is Elixir Charnel, and this is by the House of Guerlain, y'all. Absolutely love this fragrance. I do have a backup bottle of this fragrance because they said it was discontinued, but it's not discontinued. You can find this fragrance. Go over to Sharita's page, and then my girl Yellow Scents. Sharita is over here on YouTube. She can give you information on how to get this fragrance. And then Farida over on Instagram, she can give you information on how to get this fragrance as well. There's a post about it. We did a live about it, all that. So in here you have your booziness. You have some rum. You have some chocolate, you have some roses in here. Y'all, it's such a stunning fragrance and it lasts forever. A lot of people complain about the performance on this fragrance, but I get a good 10 to 12 hours out of this fragrance. But to mix a booziness with a floral on top of a chocolate gourmand, y'all, a little bit of spiciness as well, it's stunning, y'all. Get your nose on this. And this is by the House of Guerlain. And this is Elixir Charnel Gourmand. It's a long name. Elixir Charnel Gourmand Coquin, okay? This is the original bottle, but it comes in the B bottle if you order it in 2022, okay? All right, thanks. I don't know why I told you guys thanks, but all right, thanks. So anyway, the next one we're going to talk about is Angel Share. In Angel Share, it's a beautiful cognac, cinnamon, vanilla. There's tonka in here. I've been using Angel Share a lot for layering, y'all. It's such a beautiful balsamic smelling fragrance. And I absolutely love it. My favorite thing to layer this with is Side Effect. It's gorgeous, y'all. You have to layer Angel Share with Side Effect. Get your nose on it. This fragrance lasts for days on days, y'all, if you spray it on clothes. So you only need a couple sprays if you're gonna layer it with something else. Get your nose on it. It's just a rich, vanilla, boozy, sweet fragrance, y'all. It's lovely. So the next one we're going to discuss is Vanilla Diorama. Yeah, Vanilla Diorama. Now this fragrance, I believe, was named after a dessert. And it's a really nice fragrance. And a lot of people say there's a strangeness, there's something strange about this fragrance, but I actually think it's the booziness of this fragrance that makes it a little different, okay? And it's a different kind of booziness, okay? So in here, you have your rum, you have orange, pink pepper, you have bourbon vanilla, and you have some cardamom. Maybe it's the cardamom, I don't know. But this is a really pretty fragrance. It's very creamy, you know? You get the vanilla. It almost gives you, it has the same Christian Dior DNA. And I didn't tell you who it's by. This is by the house of Christian Dior. This is the private line. And this is Vanilla Diorama. You still get that Christian Dior DNA. Almost smelling like I have Fève Delicious, Amber Nuits, you know. It gives you all of those scents. It doesn't smell like my jasmine though, because that one's a little too fruity floral. Or Rouge Trafalgar, none of those, but it smells like more of the richer, boozier, more ambery scents, y'all. But this is a beautiful fragrance, definitely amazing. I wouldn't wear this in the summer because it's a little too rich and it's a little too boozy, and the vanilla is not heady, but the vanilla is very grounded in this fragrance. But it's really smooth as well. I absolutely love it. It took me a while to get used to this fragrance, but this is Vanilla Diorama by the house of Christian Dior. So the next one is a really simple one, and this is Wanted Girl by Night. Nika told me about this fragrance, and I absolutely love it. There's whipped cream, there's rum in here, there's night blooming cerise in here as well. I love it. People get a grape note or grape scent from this fragrance, but I actually just get whipped cream, rum, and I get a fruitiness, like a rich fruitiness from this fragrance, almost like a black currant. But I guess black currant is very similar to grape. But yeah, that is what I get from this fragrance, like a deep, rich black currant, which is at the base of the fragrance. But you definitely get that rum and that whipped cream in here, and it's absolutely amazing and super affordable, you guys. This is Wanted Azzaro Wanted Girl by Night. Yeah, such a little convenient bottle too, you know, cute. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is Dua's Chocolate Affair. So in here, in this Chocolate Affair, it smells really boozy to me, even though I did not find anything listing, but it smells like there's rum in here. There's chocolate, it's nutty, there's a little bit of orange on the top when you initially spray it, but in the dry down, you still get a little bit of that mandarin, but it smells like a boozy chocolate, a boozy nutty chocolate. And this is, actually I have another two Dua fragrances, but they're in the smaller bottles. But this one I love. The other ones I really, really like. So get your nose on this if they still have it. And this is Chocolate Affair. This is the chocolatiest fragrance that I have in my entire collection. I'm waiting on Chocolate Queen, and I think that gets here tomorrow, which will be Monday. I don't know when this video will be dropping. So I'm really wanting to compare all of my chocolate fragrances to Chocolate Queen. Y'all already know I love African Queen by the House of Giussette with the chocolate. There's lemon chocolate, there's almond, there's rose. It is my fragrance for life, okay? It is in my top 3 of fragrances for life, and I absolutely love it. If you don't know, get your nose on it by the House of Giussette, and this is African Queen. But I can't wait to get Chocolate Queen as well, because I am a chocolate head, a chocolate addict, and I want to see what it smells like. All right, the next one we have is by Vicanto, and this fragrance has rum in it. There's also a minty note in here as well. I think it's called Buca or Buca, but this smells like a milky, this smells like a, what is it, a junior mint with a booziness on top of it, y'all. I love wearing this fragrance to bed, and I initially had it in a declutter, but it's so good that I had to take it out, y'all. I've had this fragrance for about 3 years now. I love it, but I wasn't wearing it, but I find myself reaching more now for it when I go to bed, y'all. It's such a relaxing scent from that mintiness in there, but like I said, it smells like a white chocolate. It smells like a junior mint, because junior mint has the dark chocolate on the outside with the milky mintiness and the inside, the sweet milky mintiness, and that is what this fragrance gives me, y'all. It's beautiful, and I love it, y'all. It's very mentally stimulating. All right, the next one we're going to talk about, and I think this is the last one, and this one is San Diego, and this is by the House of City Rhythm. This is really sweet, sticky sweet, Boozy. Spray this in small doses, small to moderate doses, y'all. The bottle is gorgeous. I got the 100 ml bottle and I'm absolutely loving it. It's getting a little dark outside, you guys, and I use a lot of natural light for my videos, but you know, yeah, a ring light as well. So anyway, in City Rhythm, you have your black cherry, you have some bread in here, you have some hazelnut, you have some praline. This fragrance is supposed to mimic New Orleans, or if you're walking through New Orleans, this is what you get. Did I say there was bread in here as well? It smells like the New Orleans or the Mardi Gras bread that they have over there. It's really sweet, it's rich, it's decadent. There's bourbon in here. This is the only fragrance that I have with the note of bourbon. I don't know if bourbon is rum or what, but yeah, it has bourbon inside, which is the liquor. But anyway, it's such a beautiful fragrance. There is jackfruit in here. There's rhubarb in here. There's really, you get a tartness in the opening and it dries down to a really boozy, bready, fruity, hazelnutty praline scent, y'all. It's such a beautiful fragrance. Get your nose on it. And this is by the House of City Rhythm, and this is New Orleans. All right, y'all, that is it. We pretty much made good timing. We talked about everything, y'all. So get your nose on some of these fragrances. Order samples. Do not be a blind buyer like me, but order samples from these houses. You can definitely order samples from City Rhythm. He has those up, and a lot of these other fragrances as well. Go out into the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good. These are all amazing for the fall, winter. Some of them will carry you all the way over into the spring, y'all. Love you guys. Have an amazing night. Bye-bye, everybody.